So, first of all, to start the class, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple of breaths, and this is just to settle you into the room. Yeah, so just take a moment or two just to let yourself center. So we're going to do the nasal breathing today. So that means we're going to breathe in through the nose and we're going to breathe out through the nose. So leave your shoulders and your hands nice and relaxed. So have your hands drop down into your lap if you can. And it doesn't matter if your legs are like mine or if they're out in front of you or wide. Just do what suits you. Yeah. So let's just take 5 nasal breaths and do them slowly. Very slowly and gently, so no quick movements, okay? So breathing in. And when you get to the point where you think you've breathed in enough, then you're going to breathe out through the nose. And you're going to try and breathe in and out evenly. So however long it takes you to breathe in, that's how long it's going to take you to breathe out. So I'll use my hand to guide you for my breath so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. Yeah, so let's do 5 of those. Here we go. This is the last one now. Let that last breath finish. What we're going to do now, we're going to start from the neck and we're going to do 3 circles with the head one way and 3 circles the other. So just turn to the right, down to the center, out to the left and up to center. So 3 times. And you can do this as slowly or as widely or as small as you want. Just notice your neck. What does your neck need? What do your shoulders need? If there's a place you find that's a little bit tight, you can stay in that place for a moment. Give yourself a nice stretch. And then when you've done your 3, you're going to come back to center and go the other way. So now we're going to the left, up, down, around. So just do whatever suits you. Be mindful of your neck and do what it's asking you to do. So if it feels restricted, you can do smaller movements. If it needs a stretch, you can do larger movements. Good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the left hand and place it on the right knee. And we're going to take the right hand and place it behind us. And this is just to support us so we don't fall back, but also it's to help us stay nice and tall. Okay, so take a breath in, nice tall back. And breathing out, you're going to look over the shoulder. And only go as far as you feel is comfortable. And then you're going to take 2 more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Come back to center. You're going to put the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind. Take a breath in, tall back. Breathing out, looking over the shoulder. When you find your lovely point of resistance here, 2 breaths. back to centre. Now we're going to get our fingertips and place them on our shoulders. Breathing in, bringing the elbows together. Breathing out, up and back. Yeah, so breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's go the other way now. So breathing in, we're going back and up, and breathing out together. So 3 of those. Lovely. So now what we're going to do, we're going to bring our legs out in front of us. So nice and straight. Have your feet pointing upwards. Now, because we haven't done yoga for a couple of weeks because of the Christmas break, we're going to really gently warm everything up. So what I want you to do first is just curl your toes really tightly and then let them go nice and loose. And we'll do that 2 more times. Curl, release, curl, release. We're going to do the same thing now with the feet. We're going to bend the feet all the way down to pronate the feet and up. So down and up and down and up. Now place your 2 hands on the floor so you're nice and safe. And we're going to do circles with the feet. So we're just going to go to the right once, twice, 3 times. And then to the left once, twice, 3 times. Yeah? Bring your feet into butterfly. That means the bottom of your feet together. Leave your hands where they are on the floor because we're going to just be wiggling here. So all we're going to do is we're just going to wiggle the knees, and this way we're releasing the ankles, the knees and the hips. Yeah. So once you've done that, you've just loosened yourself up a little bit. We're going to start doing our forward bends. So back of the hands together, place the hands into the heart center, up to the sun. Take a breath here, lean back. And then breathe out, only move from the hips. Lean forward from the hips, forward from the hips, forward from the hips. And keep pushing the arms out in front of you until you can't go any further down. And then start to let yourself come down from the shoulders. And you're going to hold on to your feet if you can, if not your legs or your ankles or your trouser legs. And we're just going to look down at the knee. We're going to relax the elbows. And we're going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in. As you breathe out, let yourself come down a little bit more. Just relax into it. You're going to be longer in these poses tonight because we want you to unwind after the break. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now use your hands and walk your way back up. And then we're going to bend out the right knee. So we're going to just place the right knee on the floor, foot into the thigh. So point the long leg, point the toes upwards, back of the hands together, into the heart, up to the sun. Breathing, leaning back slightly, curving the back. Breathing out, down over the long leg, nice and gentle. Let that stretch really help you. Don't rush into it. Bend your elbows, let yourself drop down. Look down towards your knee or the floor. Take a couple of breaths, breathing in. Breathing out, let yourself just sink down. 2 more breaths. Take your inside hand now. Bring your hand up towards the sun. Point the fingers nice and straight, but keep the hand relaxed. You're going to be focusing on your fingertips here and your nails. So breathe twice here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So watch my hand now. I'm going to bend at the elbow, bringing the fingertips to the ribs. Take a breath in, nice tall back again. Breathing out, move the elbow behind you so you're twisting and looking over the elbow. Here your knee will start to come up, so let your knee drop down again, even if it means coming forward a bit. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Nice and gentle, come back. Everything tonight's going to be slow because we just want to ease you into the poses. You'll feel much better doing it this way. Okay, so foot pointed upwards, hands together, into the heart center, up. Take a breath in, lean back. Breathe out, forward. Nice and slow, give yourself time. Drop the elbows, drop the head. 3 breaths. Take your inside hand up to the sun. Remember, relaxed wrist, nice pointy fingers. Gaze up at the fingers, drishti. That's your point of focus, your fingertips and your nails. 2 breaths. Bend at the elbow, bring the fingertips down to the side, to the ribs. Take a breath in, tall back. Breathe out, turn and gaze over that elbow. 2 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Back to center. We're going to have our legs not too wide, okay? Because sometimes I tell you to have your legs nice and wide, but today we're going to start more central. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place our hands in, see how far we can go down. And when you find the point of where you can go to, then we're going to start opening up the legs a little bit more, yeah? If it's too much, you can bring them in, yeah? So let's just see where you feel comfortable. So you could start as close as here, yeah? So just start wherever you feel. Don't overstretch, okay? Because we want to build out to the stretch because it's just opening the body up, okay? So we're just going to go down to a point. So find the point that feels right for you. And then just move out an inch and wiggle your hips out. If you wiggle your hips when you do it, you can get out much further. You see that? And just see, can you go a little bit further down? And I just want you to find a place that you can stay. Now, if it's uncomfortable in any way, bring the heels back together again or wiggle the hips back in. So I want you to take 2 breaths here, breathing in, Breathing out, letting your body come down. Breathing in, breathing out. And back, up again. That's quite strong, but it's a nice one to open you up. I want you to try and bring one leg out to the side, yeah, here. So just have your leg pointing upwards, or I'll do it on this side just so you can see it a bit better. So you just want your leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be directly straight. Just one leg out to the side and one leg bent, yeah? And all I want you to do here is get your hand and think where the seam of your trouser would be, and place the back of your hand on that seam. And all we're going to do is we're just going to lean down the seam. So we're not falling forward, we're not falling back. To lean down the seam and see how far can we go. Some people can only go to here. That's fine. Some people to here. Some people can go all the way down and hold the toe. So just see where you can go. With this hand, have it up in the air. Yes, so it goes with you. So we're just going to lean down. The only thing doing the work is this hand, okay? That will bring you down. So take a breath in, breathe out. Find the place that feels like a bit of a stretch and stay there. Doesn't matter where it is. It's wherever your body is telling you the stretch is. Stay there and have another breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and up. Yeah? So gently move over to the other side. So make sure you're comfortable, because sometimes you can get cramp in your legs doing this. So just move around till you feel right before you go into it. Think of the seam of the trouser. Yeah? And one hand straight up in the air. So take your time to go into it. Take a breath in. Breathing out, lean over. It's the bottom hand that's doing all the work. Yeah. So here we are here. So when you get that stretch, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and back. That's a really good one for opening up your ribs. So we're going to go into our cat-cow now. So we're walking our way up nice and slowly, okay? So we won't be doing all the poses we normally do, but we will be doing things longer, like I said. So what we're going to do now is have our knees under our hips and our hands under our shoulders. So try and have your back in neutral if possible. And we're just going to breathe in, and as we breathe in, we're going to arch the back, so up into the shoulders, and head is coming down. You're looking through the knees towards the toes. Then as we breathe out, we're going to start to let the belly drop. So bring the belly down so the arch is coming in the back, and look ahead of you. Yeah. Then we're going to do that again. So into the shoulders, head down, stretch into it, and then down, belly towards the floor, head looking forward. Yeah, so let's do two more. There you are. Good. Now, we're just going to do one balance pose. So we're going to bring out our right leg nice and straight and our left arm. Yeah. So you can look down, try and have the arm in line with your ear. You can look down to the floor, or you can look ahead of you. Yeah. Then we're going to bring that back. We're going to put out the other leg and the other arm. And you can either look down, like I said, or ahead of you. Yeah. The next one we're going to do is we're going to go into downward dog. So we're going to do a nice wide downward dog today. So have your hands right at the edge of your mat and have your feet a little bit wider than you normally would, just because you might be a bit tight, yeah? So we're going to roll ourselves up. So that's where we are. So try and pull your hips back so that in line, or as close to in line as you can with the heels. That takes pressure off the hands, yeah? And we're going to be looking down between the ankles. So just take 2 breaths in this stretch, breathing in and out, and in and out. We're going to lift the right leg up nice and high, and we're going to bring that right leg in between the 2 arms. Lovely. If you feel yourself falling forward, just bring yourself up so you have a nice straight chest. Relax the chin so it's in neutral. 2 breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Hands to the floor. Tuck the back leg. Back up. Bring up the other leg. Straight through. Get your positioning. Make sure your chest is nice and open. Your shoulders are down, your elbows relaxed. Drop down into the pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And relax. We're going to step up now to standing. Just so you can see me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do our tree pose. So we'll do right knee out to the side, bottom of the foot into your inner thigh or your inner calf or your inner ankle area. Don't put your foot on a joint. So above or below the knee joint and above the ankle joint. Yeah. So find your position. When you feel you're okay balancing, your knees out to the side, hands up. You can have your hands in prayer position above the head. Bring your elbows back so they're in line with the ears. If that's a bit too severe for you, just have your hands open. That helps you go back. And you can actually do this to give yourself more alignment. There you go. So you can be there or you can be here. So I just want you to take 2 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And then come down. We're going to do the other side, yeah? The same thing again. Just get the foot, place it where you feel is right for you. One side might feel tighter than the other, it's just who you are. And we predominantly use one side more than the other. So out with the hands when you're able to balance. And to here. Yeah? Or like this. So just stay in that pose for a moment. Yeah, I was just checking the battery, it said it was going low. Okay, so you're in your second tree pose. That's where we were. So we're just coming out of that. Yeah. And we're going to go into wide leg forward pose. So we're going to place our two legs out like this. Our feet are faced forward. And all we're going to do is we're just going to bring our bottom back. So bringing our hips back. So hands on hips. And just bring your hips back. Nothing else. Just bring your hips back. Yeah. Just bring your hips back. So your hips are actually bringing you down. And when you get to a place where you think, all right, I'm level now, breathe in, bring your elbows back. Breathe out, bring your elbows down. Breathe in back. Breathe out down. Breathe in back. Breathe out down. Gently bring yourself up. Yeah. We're going to go into our triangle. So we're going to place our right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to place our left foot into the centre of the mat. Now, sometimes I tell you to do the one where we bend and go out, but we're just going to do a simple one today. So we're just going to bring our hands like this. So my legs aren't too wide, yeah? So it's under 1 metre. So hands out, and all we're going to do is this. We're going to have this hand facing upwards, this hand facing down. And all we're going to do is this. Yeah? That's all we're going to do. So you know you can do it, so come back again. Now, front hand facing the centre of the room. Back hand is still facing up, yeah? So now, the back of this front hand is going to go on the inside of the leg. So, like this, like we normally do. So now you're going to go on the inside of the leg. So stay nice and high with this triangle, yeah? And then back up again. So remember, we're only warming the body up today. So turn that leg in, turn the other leg out. So no bent legs today, no overreaching, yeah? So this one is up, this one is down. So front of the leg first, just go for it. Find your stretch. That's it, don't overstretch, you don't have to go to the floor. I'm only just past my knee, I'm on my shin bone, I'm not very far. And then back again. And then we're going to turn the front hand into the centre of the room. The back hand is still facing upwards. And we're going to place the front hand on the inside of the thigh going down, yeah? So here we go, down the trouser leg. There we go. Just taking you to a different place. Yeah. Now if you want to, you can try it and go all the way down, which is quite hard. So you're welcome to try it. But make sure you don't fall forward from the